crazy.
How did you guys find each other, like working together?
So Tinder.
Grinder?
No, the Yak.
But Sass was just like, had been working at Barstool for like a year. He had said that he was working on a podcast, like on his own, like trying to do a solo.
Oh no, I tried to, but they were like, no. Like I recorded a pre-episode and they were like, nah. They were like, yeah, I think you should stick to more video stuff. It sucked. It was really bad.
Did it actually suck?
Was it actually bad?
It was me It was like my first week there. I was talking alone in a room.
What would you talk about? What did you say? Or like,
I don't
what
know.
did you?
I don't even like want to think about it because it's like it was so cringy.
Does it give you anxiety?
No, it was so cringy looking back on it.
Yeah,
it's hard to do a podcast when you're the only person in the room.
Yeah, unless you're like
Bill Burr or some shit like
Bill
that.
Burr.
But even he probably has like a producer in his room.
Theo Vaughn
just rambles.
D'Elia's
good at it.
Even though he got canceled last year.
Tim Dillon kind of does it on his own.
Tim Dillon's got his...
Like Ben Shapiro
Ben
just
Avery.
talk. Like there's a lot of people who will just like rip through some shit. Brendan Schaub?
Yeah, but he does Below the Belt. He's like talking about, he has topics. Right. Like to me, like when I watch D'Elia, like D'Elia is literally like just looking at the camera and going off the cuff.
That shit is crazy.
Do his by herself sometimes? Alex Cooper?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, probably. But I think
Are we Alex Cooper fans here?
Oh.
She's the big homie.
Yeah?
She's family to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anytime we're like in a pinch or we're like, hey, like Dave and Erica are acting like kind of funny about like putting us in these like 5-star hotels or whatever, like what should we say to them? Like what's the best way to complain? She'll just fly out to New York and she'll just like spend some time with us.
Yeah. She'll take care of it.
Yeah. She's the shit.
Sounds like love, man.
Yeah.
Do you guys have the same relationship with her?
No, we don't know her.
Oh, no?
We just know like...
We'll get her out here sometime for sure.
Yeah, Bussin' With The Boys.
Yeah.
Seems like it would fit.
Yeah.
You know, call her daddy, Bussin' With The Boys.
Right? Yeah. Boy, dad. It's like we're in the kind of the boy triangle. Boys and dad, you know, boys and dads and...
Son of a boy, dad. Taylor calls himself dad. It's like a
call her daddy.
thing.
He calls him daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It all kind of fits together.
Yeah.
We should do like a crossover. We should do like a live show.
As you can tell, like I'm always trying to get the Barstool community out here, bro.
Yeah.
Rone's been out here. I didn't even know when I had Zillion Beers on, like that he wasn't.
That it was
remember
beef?
I was remember when I said I had him on? Like he was just blowing up a zillion beers, so I just thought he was like a big Barstool guy, like a big Barstool personality talent.
Right. You thought that because he wanted you to think that.
Yeah. And then he sat on the couch talking about, you know, his journey and how he just kind of started the whole t-shirt thing, and I'm just like, oh, so
yeah, he's neglecting his actual work. Yeah, he was supposed to be editing. Like, there's a bunch of unedited footage that's just sitting at his desk because he just is trying to go on.
He's trying to sleep on the couch out in the balcony.
Yeah, he's trying to go on missions. But no, Sass was just Sass like he had been there for like a year. I heard he was doing a podcast, and I was like, let's just try and record something. Like, let's just like try and get in the booth. And like we recorded a couple, and I was like, oh, this is super easy. Just didn't feel like work, and. Like, all right, we're just going to start putting them out. And just started cranking them out. I mean, Barstool's a big podcast network. That's one of the best ways Barstool can make money, through one of their like 57 podcasts. So it's like, let's get another podcast. Let's throw a podcast on the fire. And it's going well.
And when you guys had the idea, they were just all about it?
Yeah, I think
because when they shut you down individually, but...
They shut me down individually because the podcast sucked. Like, it wasn't like a personal thing.
But it might not have sucked. How do you know?
It was genuinely bad.
I would like to take it.
I want to hear it.
I think
too.
it's wiped. I think I deleted everything from that.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to hear it because it might not have sucked. You might have just had that self-doubt thing that you got going.
I think I was also like super nervous because it was like my first week there. I was like, someone's going to come in when I'm recording.
Yeah. Or just not even come in, but walk by a window.
It's hard to like make yourself laugh when you're by yourself. Like, you feel like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Just sitting there for an hour, like telling jokes to no one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. To like a blank wall.
Yeah.
It's just like an asylum type behavior. It's just like an origin story of a maniac.
Yeah.
Like you're just cracking jokes to yourself. But we linked in together. We just like showed it to people. It wasn't even really a question. They were just like,
they were like, yeah, you guys can do it.
Do whatever you want.
It's doing well.
Yeah, it's doing great. And now
I've listened to a couple.
Hell yes, they're fun. I mean, it's just like it's not like high level comedy. We're just like in there. It should feel like you're just like sitting and like talking with two of your friends. I think.
Yeah, you guys kind of just go off the cuff.
No plan.
Yeah, for the most part. Sometimes I'll have like a couple things in my head that I'll be like, oh, maybe we could talk about this. But like usually it's pretty.
You've been writing for the show, bro?
Rone doesn't like when I write.
Do you ever get nervous with Rone because he's like a rap battle and he's always just off the cuff all the time?
No, not at all.
He's not scared.
Sometimes Rone gets going in front of me and I'm sitting here like I can't even keep up with what this dude's saying.
He talks. He's quite the talker. That's the thing too. It's funny because Rone could literally do this podcast with anyone.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, you could have a conversation with anybody for an hour straight once a week.
I do just
like
have
you
a fucking,
good. You have
he
good.
feels honored that you chose
I don't
him.
think that's what he's saying.
No, I'm just saying like I'm saying more is like it's crazy like how Rone is like such like a good conversationalist. Like
Yeah,
that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck I'm
like when Rone, I don't know if you guys watch the Yak ever, but like if Rone or Big Cat aren't there, it turns into like a shit show because they're just like so good at like keeping the show flowing.
yeah.
I'm just I just talk to it doesn't really get me in trouble, but I'll just like even talk to strangers and shit like that. Like we went to the Yankees game and like
Well, that wasn't even talking to strangers. You were harassing them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll get me in trouble sometimes. I was just sitting there with him, Nick, and KB, and I was just like talking shit to strangers or just like getting into like random ball. You're in a ballpark. Everybody's just like on top of each other. And I was just talking to random people and they're like putting their heads down, like uncomfortable that I was just running my old mouth a little bit too much. So I guess it gets me in trouble, but it's not like I'm getting punched in the face all the fucking time. Just like every now and again.
Have you ever been punched in the face?
No, not from talking shit.
Okay, from
like getting in fights, like from being in like a fight in like college or like in grade school. But I wouldn't even start the fights. I would just be like like my boys would be in a fight and I'd be like, yo, yo, yo.
Insert yourself. Oh, sorry, I had to break up this fight.
Yeah, just get in the middle and just get punched in the face. Were you fighting a lot in college?
No,
No?
not a big fighter.
No?
No, man.
Dude, the dudes on Penn State's football team, or I ran with dudes on the boxing team at Penn State, and like it would come to like 1 a.m, and like a couple of them would be like, all right, guys, you want to go out and like fight some people? And they would just like, it'd be like very calm and organized. They'd go out for like 15 minutes and like beat the shit out of people and just like come back home.
That's crazy.
Not me, dude. I'm just
people.
looking. I'm just looking for some laughs, bro.
You're just trying to
I'm
have
always
a good
looking
time?
for a good time.
Really?
When the vibes are bad, I'm just like, I just want to be out of here.
Yeah, you just got to bounce.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I mean?
That's
Who knows? Who knows what comes up out of me?
Sass is always saying shit like that. He doesn't want to unleash.
Yeah, no, I've never been in a fight. I've tried to fight one of my friends twice.
You did?
Yeah, like my best friend.
I hope you guys like this clip. If you want to continue to be for the boys, you need to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and check out our playlist. We have all the links right here on the screen. As always, biggest of hugs and tiniest of kisses. Also, go check out the full episodes, but always for the boys.